Okay, hey guys, I just wanted to take a second to point something out that I was thinking about just a few minutes ago. So I was watching a video the other day from Billy at Permapasture Farms, and he was talking about, I think, his sheep and basically turning some of the forest back into grazing land. And how, you know, the problem was the solution because they had all these invasive species and all this that needed to be gotten rid of, but they were the solution because they were able to take ruminants, go in there and feed the ruminants. So the problem was the food for the ruminants, and then they would eat down those invasive species over and over and over again, and eventually those invasive species wouldn't come back up and they would have much better, higher quality grazing land. And so I ran into something similar with my fencing situation for the pigs. So as you can see, lots of woods here, and the problem is, right, having the fence down low, you're gonna have briars, brambles, all kinds of stuff getting into it and grounding it out. It's easy to run into. You got kids running around and they end up running through it. There's trees everywhere, so a tree could fall on it, which that could still be the issue with what I have now. But here, right, I took the problem and turned it into the solution. So the problem was the forest, but I took the forest, right, and I've got my little insulators here, and turned the forest into the solution. So my wire is just one steel wire, is just run from tree to tree on these insulators, and now nobody can reach up and touch it. Nobody can drive a four-wheeler through it, right? The all the foliage down here isn't going to grow up around it, right? I turned the problem into the solution by using what I have access to actually work around the problem that I was having. So there's another insulator here, and then it eventually goes down to the fence. But that's something that can get really frustrating when you're homesteading, and you know, at pretty much every day you're going to run into something every week, every month, right, that makes you angry or frustrated, or you're like, man, I want to quit, I want to stop this, or you know, whatever. At least, I mean, that's been the case for me. But changing your perspective and seeing the problem, right? Maybe I don't want as many trees, as much of this forest stuff, but that problem is, in this situation, one part of the solution, because I'm able to use these trees as fence posts. I'm not putting any posts in the ground and running fencing down through here. I literally take a nail and a hammer it into the tree, run it to the next tree. It takes me all of a minute to move more wire from one tree to the next tree, as opposed to driving a bunch of these T-posts into the ground all over the place like I was doing at one point. Then I just embraced that, okay, that's obnoxious. Okay, I just embraced that the problem is the solution. I'm going to use the trees and implement them as part of the way to help clear the woods and make a path using the pigs. So fence, one piece of the solution, right? And then the pigs are the other piece of the solution to actually clear and make this space. And one day I will have a perimeter fence running all the way down to the road through the woods. That's not today, but I'm using this system to create that. So anyway, just wanted to kind of point that out and encourage you guys, if you get frustrated, maybe consider looking at the problem you're running into as being maybe not the entire solution, but at least a portion of the solution, right? Like, how can I use this thing that's actually hindering me and turn it into something that is good? So yeah, hopefully that helps you guys, and I'll catch you next time.